What are the top 10 rides at California's Great America? Number 10. Starting off our video with one Grizzly expedition, we have the Grizzly, and despite it just being your standard wooden roller coaster, bear with it because there is a reason it has clawed its way onto the list. Along your way round the forest, you will encounter everything you would on Gold Striker, the park's way more insane wooden coaster, only on a smaller scale, making it perfect for both the adventurers not yet ready for such thrills and also the ones who need a little more. Number 9. Who here listened in physics class? Well, if you did, I don't know whether that would be good or not. Cause next up we have the orbit where you will head upside down without any restraint. And before you all go, won't you all fall out? Here is when the physics come in, as through the use of centrifugal forces, it will hold you against your seat whilst you flip upside down again and again and again. Number 8. Still not feeling dizzy yet? That is alright, as our next attraction, Delirium, will sure do the trick, with in addition to swinging you around and around, it also rocking back and forth to some extreme heights. For me though, what makes this attraction so great, as long as I am not the one screaming, is watching everyone else's reaction with the seats all facing inwards. The question is, are you a screamer? Comment down below. Number 7. I promise you guys, there is some modern rides to come. But first, we have to tick off one more classic, the Steel Coaster. Let me give you the demon, and as you can probably see, it is exactly that. Therefore, instead of talking about its corkscrew or loopy-loop, I would in fact suggest doing the unique rides first and then coming back to this later on, as whilst it is top 7 worthy, it can be found anywhere. Number 6. And an example of such unique attractions is our next one, Patriot, where if you are feeling patriotic, you will be able to fly through the sky just like an American eagle. Still don't believe me? Then take the flight for yourselves, as what you would soon realize is that all of the elements will be experienced with no floor underneath you, creating a short, yet also sweet experience that truly is one of a kind. Number 5. Are you now scared of flying? Well, if so, then it is probably best to stay on ground level compared to the flight deck that a number 5 spot is taking off from. Because just like a flight from your nightmares, after boarding, and for the best experience, we would suggest the front you'll be flipping, dipping and twisting, which I'm pretty sure the average plane shouldn't be doing. Number 4. Usually when constructing our top 10 videos, we try to not include any upcharge attractions, as at the same time we do not agree with it. A list of rides you can even do on your visit isn't that great. However, when hearing there is a 160 feet Skyflyer at the park, we just had to include it.
Alpha, 3, 2, 1, fly.
This is Xtreme Skyflyer, and for anyone who has not done one before, brace yourselves as after the long climb to the top and the pause in which feels like an eternity, you will have to pull your very own cord, leaving you flying back and forth through the sky till you come to a complete stop.
That was scary.
Number 3. Oh, I'm sorry, did you think Xtreme Flyer was the tallest or even the most creatively named ride at California's Great America? Oh no, they both go to our next one, Drop Tower. And what is so great about this is that it is included in your park ticket. So you can rise, pause for what once again feels like an eternity, drop 220 foot and scream as many times as you want. Number 2. Deciding between the number 2 and 1 spot was no easy decision. However, after a lot of consideration, and I never thought I would be saying this, but at our number 2 position we have got the RMC single rail coaster, RailBlazer. And no matter whether you love thrills, uniqueness, or just not sitting next to anyone, then there would be no question that a trip to the park would be nowhere near complete without it. Just for us, it did not have so much of a wow factor than the number 1 spot does. And number 1. Do you remember when I mentioned earlier about Grizzly being a smaller version of Gold Striker? Well, I guarantee you, even if you did not understand earlier, after seeing this, you will know exactly what I mean. This is insane. And therefore, let me give you one tip. Do this earlier on, as the longer you leave it, the more time you have to think about all that it has to offer.